A new Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning and happy Friday to you.
Good morning to you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. We can all breathe a huge sigh of relief. The election is over finally, and I guess banks and financial professionals will be starting to look for ways to get around regulations that are favored by the Obama administration.
Well, that was one of the key themes that we talked about. We had our reporters fan out and ask the business community, all right, election's over, what does this mean? You'd think it would mean, okay, we have a clear path, we have some idea of monetary policy, but in fact, as soon as we knew the president was going to be reelected, we were hearing about this fiscal cliff, issues related to uncertainty about the tax structure. Businesses are looking to be able to plan, and some say, okay, now that we know, we're going to adjust our profit and loss statements, we're going to adjust some of our hiring issues, but there are all kinds of issues related to taxing and regulation. Community banks they feel overregulated, so there's still a lot of concern. Certainly by the end of the year, there may be a bunch of deals happening because of the rise in capital gains rates and those kinds of things, but where you think there would be sort of clear direction, there's still a lot of uncertainty in the business community, and that's what we're going to be watching closely.
All right, and we'll keep up with you on that one.
Yes.
Also, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are looking to do a little upgrading to Raymond James Stadium. What, 14 years old? So it's time for a little sprucing.
They are.
Right?
A couple of the contracts for concessions and for retail come due in March, and so they've put out a request for proposals on the street. And they are one of the only teams in the NFL that doesn't have a permanent concession store. So one of the plans is to build a very large, potentially 13,000 square foot pro shop, similar to what the Dallas Cowboys have, maybe one of the biggest ones in the country. They're interested in maybe consolidating their concessions and their retail into one operation. So there's been some concerns. There's been talk in the past of some a couple games where there was food shortages. They ran out of ice, and so maybe there would be a new vendor. But this is all in process. The Bucs aren't saying a lot. They have a lot of room to grow, and that might be the kind of thing that would attract another Super Bowl to Tampa Bay. If you have a great concession, maybe that's part of the package that says, hey, we're going to bring a fifth Super Bowl to Tampa Bay.
Fantastic. Interesting read there.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about Superstorm Sandy. Of course, folks in the Northeast are still recovering from that monster storm, but it could actually end up impacting the Bay Area's economy as well.
Well, New York and New Jersey, key feeder markets for tourism. The bulk of the season's in the springtime, but the fact is that most of the tourism folks, they're watching those markets, and they're going to continue with their marketing plans. First priority is the health and safety of family and loved ones in New York, but a lot of marketing goes into New York and New Jersey for tourism, and they're going to be continuing those efforts as the recovery happens.
All right, a lot of great reads this week.
Always.
Always good to see you, Alexis.
Nice to see you, too.
For more Business Journal headlines, go to our website, abcactionnews.com/business.